Hello, my beauty. I just wanted to talk today about how the little messages that you're getting in your relationships that you could easily brush off as the other person's actions or just a coincidence are actually a really powerful indicator of deeper things that are going on within you. And when you understand like these little things that are happening over and over again, either in a romantic relationship where you're committed to that person, your partner, or you're dating someone, or you've been dating people, different people, and they kind of seem to have certain themes that happen over and over again, whether it's the same person or different people. All of these things add up to little messages that your life is trying to indicate something that is going on deeper within you that, like I said, you could easily just brush off or think has to do with another person. Or, like, I always get these kind of people, and you label the kind of person, right? But what's actually happening, if you can get into the space of being curious and trying to master these things about your relationships in your life, they're really, really powerful indicators about what's going on deeper for you in your own alignment. So let's do an example. So, say you're dating someone and you feel like they give you a lot of mixed messages. So, maybe they come off as really hot and then they go cold, or you don't hear from them again, or or you don't know exactly how they feel about you. Sometimes they come off one way, sometimes they come off another way. Or, like, say someone doesn't show that they respect your time, or maybe you date different people who don't show that they respect your time. You can get really curious about it and just ask yourself, where am I giving myself mixed messages in my life? Where am I saying that something is important to me and not doing it? Or where am I, like, you know, I say I value something, but I don't actually do it. Or I say I love something, but then I don't actually give it energy or time, right? So, all of these things are really, really massively amazing at helping us to understand why we're attracting what we're attracting. Because absolutely nothing has come to hurt you, everything has come to teach you in your relationships. Relationships are an incredible tool for self mastery if you can get slow down, get into the present moment, and learn to interpret these messages and get curious about them. And when you do go deeper and you actually connect to what the root cause could be, or even just be open to expanding your awareness around that, massive transformation can occur for you, not just in your romantic relationships, but in your entire life. So, people who often give their relationships energy or feel disempowered in their relationships are doing it in other places in their life too. But when you can focus on a specific targeted area like romantic relationships or dating and learn to master these little things within yourself, the change automatically occurs in other areas because you're actually addressing the root cause, right? So everything is occurring in the subconscious. So you have to really get curious and draw it in. It's not going to be just obvious from the surface. So, for example, say you're dating someone or it's your romantic partner, and you keep noticing that they're not respecting your time, or that they're not respecting your space or something, right? That, right? And at first it's just annoying, but then you kind of will start to notice different patterns in your relationships. If you just start to if you were dating yourself, where would you be doing that to yourself, right? So if you are not respecting your own time, what is that? Is that you say you're going to finish something for yourself and you don't do it? Is it that you consistently say you're going to go to bed by 10:30 in order to wake up, and you just stay up and watch Netflix instead, right? So these little things, when you actually treat yourself in the manner in which you say that you want to be treated from someone else, that's when these loops will start to close. And when you start to bring yourself into that alignment with what you say that you truly want, then you can deal with the romantic relationship outside of you by communicating to that person that that doesn't work for you, or you can just even tell them how it's coming off to you, expect a different response. But you can't expect someone else to treat you in a way that you're not treating yourself, right? That doesn't actually work. That's lack consciousness, and that is a whole nother thing. But that's why people usually focus outside of themselves, because they don't understand that it's actually coming from within, right? When you get into that place, you can then start to address it and then hold other people accountable for their behavior. But if you're not holding yourself accountable, you can't really ask other people to change if you're not changing. And you can even own that in your conversation, but it's not really going to work unless you take full accountability for yourself. Because I've noticed that the number one major game changer for relationship patterns is personal responsibility. It all comes down to personal responsibility. And that's it. That's it, baby. So I invite you to really interpret these messages. So go out and about in your daily life and like really see what's being shown to you and get deep on that. And if you have any cues, or if you've ever done this in your relationships, I want to know your tips and tricks for how you interpret what's going on in your relationship versus what's happening, within you. Because sometimes it's about matter of drawing boundaries and just saying no more, and then dealing and peeling and healing. Because that's where it's all at, baby. We are doing this. We are in this together. Sending you massive love from this beautiful day. Bye.